this. Alright, humans. It's Immaterial Gamers, and it is not Teamfight Thursday. It never was.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. No, literally, I didn't feel like playing League today, and then I basically wrangled Terry and Dee into it, and then Steph's also joined. And it was like, alright, fair enough. So we're going to play Blueprints together. And by together, I mean these guys are going to be the voice in my head, helping me solve any of the puzzles that that I'm going to be bad at, which is probably going to be a lot of them if Lorelei and the Laser Eyes was anything to be believed.
I did quite well with Lorelei overall. I got to like 80-90% and then was like, no, I'm just gonna look it up now.
Yeah.
Like 20%.
Which is
my
tough.
brain just like,
Which was tough for Lorelei and the Laser Eyes because the answers were randomly generated.
but he put me on the right track.
Yeah, it gives you sort of the right idea. But yeah, this is Blueprints. This is a game where we're gonna.
If I start seeing you enjoy, if I start actually enjoying from watching it, I might just put it on my other monitor, help you, and have my own game going.
Fair enough. Right. Opening cutscene. Away.
I downloaded it anyway.
Loading.
If I go, we'll see how much of a participation you have.
Well, you know, if we can get some sort of help every now and again, it'll be all fine. Oh, yes, Steph, you. He's now muted his mic. Dogubomb presents, in association with Raw Fury, who? Oh, wow. A game by Tonda Ross. Or is that Tonda Ross? Oh, thunderstorm. It is a wet and weary night. Ah!
Actually, might be best from muting that stream. Just off stream.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament.
Ah.
And hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me.
So that's why they call it a last will and testament.
I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones.
Ah, we are Simon P.
son
Jones
of my
then.
dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own.
That is a
Mount Holly.
big building.
The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The
Yes.
location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am
Drafting
confident
blueprints.
that any heir worthy of the Sinclair
It's a pun, you
legacy
see.
should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse.
No, don't want it to lapse.
In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993.
Ah, we're in the 90s.
Herbert S.
It was a good decade.
It's okay.
Yeah, it was fine. Blueprints. Yeah, considering the pun name, it's a very sort of dark title. Foreboding. Day 1.
Day one in the Big Brother house.
Ah, no, Big Brother's on at the moment. We don't want to talk about Big Brother. No. No. It's got what's his name? It's got Mickey Rourke being a fucking giant homophobe in it. So that's not so we can just leave.
Bet we can't leave the grounds.
I mean,
The wider ground.
yeah, I'm not going home now. All right, cool. So, usual WASD control. I'm a vampire! Wait, no, hold on. The sun's out. I have not burnt. I am a damp here.
Fair enough. I'll give you damper.
Okay, so we can just...
Sunwalker.
Yeah, Sunwalker, damper. Iron Blade. Oh, so I can just leave. Oh, wait, that's because... Cave door. Okay, so far we've seen the house, we've seen the front lobby, and we went, nah.
Anyway, but so there's a side gate.
Private
It's good to get
drive.
a good- Yeah, it's good to get a feel for the map.
Yeah, get a feel for the area. A tent.
Tent.
Due to the rules set forth in your great uncle's estate, you are not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You may call it a day at any time from the blueprint menu. This can be accessed after picking up the blueprint in the entrance hall. Right, so whenever we start a new day, we start from the campsite, which basically allows us to... Well,
4-digit code.
4-digit code
For the
to
orchid.
open the orchard. Okay, alright.
How is the orchid?
Oh shit, I've already used 3 steps. 4 steps.
Yeah.
You're limited to the amount of footprints in a day.
Ah.
So
And
by
most
me,
of-
by me, just like being an idiot and like walking through. So I've already spent 6 steps. A letter. Open only in the event of my death.
Many events of my death.
Simon. Welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of my bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead." With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. Okay.
I can't read that signature.
Well, thank God we had the cutscene that told us otherwise.
Alright.
So let's pick up this blueprint. You found the Mount Holly blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. Okay. So here's where we are. And we know, interesting, that there is an antechamber. So that's fine. So we also then have a directory of all the rooms we've found. So we got that as well. Shops, red rooms, green rooms. So basically, what else we got here? Oh, searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 footprint. When you no longer have any footprints left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. Okay. Any other stuff?
Not that I'm seeing right now.
Okay, well, in that case, our first choice.
Or
Left,
keep
middle, or
wandering
right?
around, you miss the footsteps.
Which one should we go?
I was gonna say left.
Alright. Let's do it. Okay. Select a room to draft. So everything has, as you see there looks to be corridors in and out of a room. So we have a bedroom. You know what this has got? This has immediately got Betrayal at House on the Hill vibes. You open a door, you generate a tile, you resolve the effects of that tile, and you carry on.
Wait, you find yourself in a dark room.
Well, that'll be happening if we use the closet, which will immediately make us a dead end, but we've got 2 items in it. And if we look at the blueprint map, can I? No, I have to draft a room here. I'm very tempted just doing the closet and just seeing what items are in there.
Can do. Well, it's like it'll just shuffle itself day by day, won't it? So.
Yeah, but I mean, what I could have probably done is look to have done that on the extreme left.
In the corner.
Yeah. Oh well. But what have we got here?
Keys.
We do have keys. We have a. You found the silver key. Unlocking a door with the silver key leads to a room with many doors. Okay. And then there's the gold key. Oh no, it's just, that's just another key. Okay. Right. So where do you want to go next?
Maybe choose a door. Right or middle.
Middle.
Okay. Alright, so. We have a parlour, we have a pantry, and we have the storeroom. The parlour, that I assume is a puzzle. The room itself has a puzzle in it. And then the other 2 rooms provide resources. We've got like 4 gold pieces. And then we have 1 key, 1
Diamond
valuable, and 1 gold piece.
Let's say maybe a parlour.
I think the parlour is probably the idea, and it was either going to be parlour or pantry because the storeroom, again, is another dead end.
Yep.
So, I mean, if we really need to, we can always set the storeroom off here. But
depends what your choices are.
that actually, yeah, that's true. Right, you are in the parlour.
Okay.
This box is empty.
Okay.
The blue box is... Oh, it's one of you.
False.
So here's our key. Got a wind-up key.
Wind-up key.
Component of the parlour game. And we got a bit. Dear Herbert, it's May the 2nd. Dear Herbert, it was a great honour receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you rather singular parlour game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colours. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game, when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, Mr. Lowry. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be a box, at least one box, which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. So at least one box tells the truth, at least one box lies.
Yeah.
So, based on this though, you're in the parlour. We are.
Yeah.
So that box is telling the truth. The blue box is true.
That could be a lie or a truth. And that box is empty, could be full.
Well, no. If you think of it this way, if you go backwards on this, right? You're in the parlour.
Mm-hmm.
And the blue box is true.
That's both truths. So that means the box that's empty is not empty.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you know, you're in the parlor.
Yeah. So by knowing we're in the parlor, that makes the statement of the black box true. So,
Meaning
yeah.
the bullet one's false.
Yeah. There we go. 2 minerals.
Diamonds. They're diamonds.
Valuables.
Diamonds.
Orange
Another
diamonds.
door to-
Play Minecraft. They're
Topazes.
diamonds.
They are topazes. Right, so we can either go back the way we came or just keep going this way.
uh,
Okay.
Well, we've got a nook, a den. A den would be nice for the map because the map you can then go left.
Yeah,
But then
we
go
provide
right.
more stuff. The guest room ends up being a dead end. In spite of the fact that we get 10
Um,
foot. Well, we get 10 footprints, but then we can't move any further.
Then you'd have to go to the right and try and
Yeah.
figure out a way up.
Yeah, so I think
The
we.
den would give us. The den would allow you to go left and right and create another dead end.
Yeah, no, you're right.
or-
We need to make more. We need to make more spots. I mean, really, this
Right.
first run, we kind of need to get. Sort of. I think we need to use this
Well-
silver key on a door, and that'll get us other rooms.
Mm.
So, I mean, the main point of this is to try and get some resources and do stuff, right?
Chest piece.
Hello. That's the valuable that was in the room.
Mhm.
That looks like a keyhole.
Does.
Can't do anything yet, but. Oh, hello, giant clock. Okay. Right, looking at the map. I want to see. I think at this point, we're better to just sort of go dead ahead. Sort of fill out the bottom of the thing. Well, at that point.
Well, that
The nook.
bedroom.
You gotta go to the nook.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, what would you, right? If we're going to be any of these rooms, dear, it's like either we take the nook or the pantry, and then that means we only get one room at the bottom corner of the map.
Yeah.
And the other option is to take the bedroom, which allows us to go further north, but then that locks out that bottom corner of the map. So,
Yep.
yeah, I think, yeah.
Okay.
Go nook. Okay. Alright. Oh, hello. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. I haven't. A pad, a scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. I mean, I suppose.
Got to blank drawing pad just.
Don't think that helps me here, my friend. Alright, there's nothing that
No,
I'm really
you-
needing to take note of at the moment, though. So,
But I do have a pencil and paper on hand.
fair enough.
Uh-huh.
Ah,
This is that
Right.
bottom corner.
yes.
So,
So-
we might as well do one of the two dead ends.
So, lavatory or the bunk room. This room counts as 2 bedrooms.
Yes.
Let's take a bunk room. Bunk room, rank what? Bananas.
2 bananas.
Ah!
For 3 steps.
We've got some steps back. No crawling.
Okay.
Can't turn the TV on. Turtles of Verba.
What was it I want to say?
Trinsdale Mystery. And then we've got
That's
this.
probably gonna
We've
be-
got this definitely not Atari here.
Yeah.
Some locks and stuff like that. Okay. Here's a question. If these rooms switch every night, how's this
Yeah.
pet live? He's running on a
Why
wheel,
wouldn't
and it's
you?
like, am I gonna have to find the bunk room the next day to make sure that the pet still lives?
Yeah, you gotta feed him every day.
Well, shit, I ate the bananas.
Oh, he's probably already dead then.
Yeah, well, that's a shame.
It's got
Right.
food and water.
So let's go back on ourselves now.
Yeah, food and water.
Yeah, true, but then who knows when it's the next time I get to him? Alright, so we're at the den again. We're going to go through this door. Interesting. +1 something for each time you've drafted the observatory. Requires a gem to draft. If we do take it, it does mean... And we've still got the entrance hall, so there's that. I just want to know what that resource is. That seems out of the question. So... let's take that. Let's take the observatory. Ooh. The Fixed Stars, The Stargazer's Companions to Constellations by Richard Witt. This book contains a complete star base, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. North Star, +1 gold. The Twins, 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. The Slice, +3 steps. Diamondus Minor, +1 gem. The Southern Cross, rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Farmer's Apple, apples are extra delicious today. Clavis the Key, +1 key. Diamondus Major, +5 gems. Draxus the Dead, dead end rooms are more common today. The Sale, everything is half price. Feralis, Bloom of the Sky, green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. Okay.
What happens
What happens
if you
what?
hit a dead end?
Oh, if you hit his dead end, then that's it. Oh, well, you can't move forward in the room. If you've got nothing but dead ends, then you have to end the day early.
Oh, okay.
Because you can't progress further. So,
Do you need to remember all those, or do you want to? Do you get to keep the book?
Don't know yet.
let's look outside, shall we? Whoops, shoot. Come on, Ryan, learn how.
Yeah, my neighbour had a phone call.
Oh, I can't turn it any further.
What's that thing on the wall?
What thing?
On the other side, near the globe.
Just a...
Below
Ah.
it. Have a look up there.
Ah! Ah, right, hold on. If I rotate it again, I should. There we go, now I can look out.
Single star.
Getting a gold.
Oh.
Okay. So, you were here, so next to this globe.
No, the to the left.
It's just
To the
another...
Another-
left, to the left.
No, that diagram on the wall.
It's just a painting.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't, do much. We've got a couple of globes that we can spin around.
You spin me right
Round, baby, right round. Okay, what else have we got here? kitchen for food for sale. We've got no real money. Corridor.
Always left unlocked.
Okay. Welcome to a corridor. Hat. Oh. Well, we've used it. What else have we got? I think hallway is the option here.
Okay.
It's the 1T junction. Guess there's a couple of rooms. Obviously, we don't want to dead end ourselves there. The bedroom could give us a thing, but then...
Yeah, but the hallway could go up or down.
For now. So, we need to solve a puzzle in one of these rooms that gives us a code for the outside for the orchard then, right? Because if we can't take anything in or bring anything out, one could assume that you have to... Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked.
That's good to know.
Okay.
So the east wing.
So, yeah, so anything on
is
this
easier.
side are more likely to be locked than this side. Okay then. Good to know. So, based on that, let's go south. Ooh. Well, none of these are great.
Not really.
The chapel, whenever you enter chapel, lose 1 gold.
That one god that we have.
Yeah. The guest bedroom becomes a dead end, but we get 10 footprints. And the secret passage costs us a gem, but it can lead to a room of a colour of our choice.
So that would be more beneficial if we knew what, like the. What was
If
it, the
we
red
actually
room
knew
or
what
whatever
each
it was.
room colour did.
Yeah.
Well, from what it looks like, purple are bedrooms.
Hmm.
And you've got your blues,
Everything
which seem
seems
to
blue.
provide resources or currencies.
Yeah.
Red have either beneficial or detrimental effects. Orange are functional.
Mhm.
Right. Right, it's going to cost me a gold, but let's draft the chapel.
Okay.
Gives us more sort of options. Yes, thank you, I prayed to the chapel gods.
And they
Okay.
smite you.
They've not smited me, they've just decided, right, can this get us
This
back to the entrance? They can actually. Whenever you draft a bedroom, game 5.
It costs you a gem.
It does, yeah. The other option is
Actually, would give you gold.
the bedroom.
Yeah, or the bedroom.
And then obviously the pantry, which just gets us gold and... Oh, go
I
on.
wonder if
Sorry, go on.
I want to. There is something I want to test with one of those rooms at some point. Whenever you enter the room, so if you exit and enter the room repeatedly, do you get infinite steps?
I don't think so.
You know, because of the wording.
Bridget, please
Okay.
pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we've just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. So we've got a
Okay.
shopping list.
Yeah, 5, 5, and 5.
5 times. Yes, apples. Bananas. Which we then have to get from a shop inside.
Mm.
Okay. And that apparently should be... Four gold should apparently cover everything? They say? Oh. Huh. Either way... Right, so we don't want a toilet, do we?
Yeah, you do.
We don't.
It's a total dead end.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why I don't want it. Basically, boudoir or the maid chambers. No, not the maid's chamber. Right, reds are dead ends and penalties.
Mm.
Maid's chamber less likely to find items laying around in your house. No, you want items.
Yeah, so the
So the boudoir.
boudoir.
Yeah. Have we got anything important to look? Oh, hello.
Anything on the back?
That's who gives someone a safe as a Christmas present? But it's alright, so one room will contain a safe, of which
Yeah.
we need to solve something. So whatever room contains a Christmas tree in it.
It could be any of that.
Some shoes. It'll be like a
Mhm,
lounge or
and,
something. That'll probably be the room.
Yeah. Nope,
So-
nothing behind the screen.
Yep.
And the gramophone doesn't.
No,
doesn't
this...
interrupt.
Ah, no, there's our safe. Okay, so there is a safe in here.
It's a Senko safe.
Synco safe. Now, did that picture have any...
Well, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 presents. A
Oh,
wreath.
this is this room. Just from...
Yeah.
Right, but we don't really know much more information. We know it's a safe. I'm reckoning it's going to be based on counting numbers of things,
Items.
possibly.
All right, we'll count all those lights.
Not a chance.
Yeah, because it
I
would
guess
all
you can
need
count
up
the
for what?
ornaments.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Presents, ornaments.
yeah, I suppose. There's a
So,
star.
Yeah, it is in the screen. Yeah, it'd be basically figuring out what the
Yeah, what means what in order to unlock the...
safe. So we know the premise of this room.
Yeah.
So the boudoir is the safe.
Yeah, boudoir
The
safe
room
puzzle.
I mean, the room's reversed from the picture
Um.
because the safe's in the opposite corner.
Oh, the safe's in the opposite corner.
It's also in the wall now, not just. Are you sure it's the same room? I don't think it's the same room.
It's the same room. It's the same room. Mirror, folding screen,
mirror, yeah.
gramophone,
Oh yeah, and the
and
yeah,
the
the 4 windows. Yeah.
the chaise lounge as well.
I just didn't remember seeing the window.
Yeah, the stuff is
New
moved
spots.
around in the room.
Yeah.
But
But that might be just. Yeah, the bourgeois safe.
I've wrote it down. So. Oof. So another dead end if we do the storeroom. We can do the drawing room.
Hmm.
Which would... You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. Alright then.
So you can shuffle the rooms around a bit.
I think it basically, yeah, it's like if we don't succeed in a room, or if we don't get a choice of rooms that we like. Hello. Great. granduncle? Trains.
I like trains.
I like trains. Oh, hello. Ah, drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans from which you want. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options, like this room. So we've got 38 steps. We've got telephone. Beyonce and Lady Gaga, stay away. Okay. Oof. Oh, I'm
Why does
calling.
guest room plus 10 steps?
Yeah, just make it a dead end, but we can still go north from the hallway, can't we? We'll
Yep.
just lose another gold by going through. Yeah, no, I think Terry's got the point there. Get out of here, stupid motorcycle. Hey, look. Oh, a letter. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. KL?
Billiard.
So billiard room is a math puzzle.
Yes. That's the information you need to come. I gleaned from that.
Darts plus math. Okay. Alright, and then also in this room we have a sheep. Dog thing. Nothing else. Showing up, we've got an anchor. A huge basketball.
It's not that huge.
Alright, fair enough. So, we need to find the billiard room. Oh, that's got something going on, hasn't it? Right, we ready to lose a coin?
Flip a coin, any coin.
Toss a coin to your chapel. Okay. Huh. Security room. View inventory of all items currently in the house.
Pretty fun.
Yeah, let's draw that. What? Cutscene.
Cutscene.
How funny would it be? You found the 46th room.
Yeah, imagine. Just like,
Well, the game's over.
yeah? Sorry, have you found a ghost, kid? Simon. Actually, no, this is a bit odd though, isn't it? You've got this mansion that's just supposed to be where people are doing hunts and guesswork, and you've got tape reels, security console.
It'd be like a Game Master thing.
What are you trying to insinuate here, D? That they're going to... Oh. Right, so I get the feeling that trying to find a security room is a good plan, because you get... I mean, you'll find what items are in the house. Will this then tell you what rooms have those items still? Piano!
Yeah, like when he had the guests over, he was absent, but they had fun. So he was watching what they were doing the entire time.
Well, the kid knows that pointing at a security camera shows you a security camera. Okay.
Plus,
So let's have a look at what we've got here. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Terminal password, scribble, scribble, scribble. So there's another puzzle. Security, terminal.
And you got the red and blue notes.
Yep, 1 second, I'm jotting down it on my notepad. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked, and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. Okay. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north.
So
Alright.
north west is going to be the hardest.
Yeah. Oh. No.
Red memos are lies.
So. Wait. Oh, you cheeky. Look at the just below where it says red memos equals lies. In the tiniest writing.
I can't see it on the stream.
Okay. I'll tell you this. It says red memos equals lies unless written by hand. So blue memos are true.
Read that from my head.
So blue memos are always true.
Okay. Red memos are lies unless they're written by hand.
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know.
So, what that means is those 2 red memos that we found so far are lies. Then neither of them were written by hand. They were typewritten.
It's good rule of thumb to know, though.
Yeah. Well, it's a cheeky
It's good
little
to
bit
know
of a puzzle.
early as well.
Yeah. We've got that early in a run. So yeah, so when it's saying here, until further notice the antechamber has been unlocked, that's not true. The antechamber is locked. You would assume that that's what it means. It's reversed, right? So if something says it's been unlocked, it's actually locked. Access levers are required. And the other red note that it said that locked doors were more likely to be found in the west wing is false. They're more likely to be found in the east wing.
It's reverse psychology.
So, what's this?
Interesting.
Keycard. Okay, so we cannot go that way.
No, that keycard.
So, in that case, the only way we can go is to the right. Which gives us a utility box with a utility closet with a breaker box. And a commissary for items for sale. This is not good, actually.
No.
I think any of these basically stops our run at this point.
Because what it shows you the commissary room, does it?
Well,
When,
no, it
oh, yeah,
goes
when
back
you-
on itself.
Dead end.
So I think the rooms
Yeah,
are always
that's
based on
fine.
from where you enter. So yeah. Well, I'm gonna open the utility closet. They're all dead ends anyway, but keycard entry. Yeah, look, we got access to. Oh, we can turn off the keycard entry system. VAC indicators. We missed a switch for the cabinet. Okay. Well, we turned off the keycard entry system. Does that then...
Yep.
Right, so there's something else in terms of power. Okay. Alright, well, this run is done.
Hmm.
Because we got nowhere else to go, if I'm looking at the thing right. Yeah, we've got nowhere else to go. So,
Yeah.
oh well. Right, so hold, and then call it a day. Tomorrow you'll wait to find the rooms of the estate, as well as your current inventory will have been reset. Oh, that's annoying. Oh well. Okay, so you don't get to... Ah, but I'm wondering if that's what the chests are for.
Mm.
Like, if we get... So we found an item, but we won't have that anymore.
Mhm.
Ah, these are the ranks then. So the further north you go, the higher the rank of the room. Okay. Well, let's save and continue. We're not done yet.
New day.
You're always done.
New day. Day 2. Okay, so yeah, we've learnt a couple of puzzles now. What we need to do is be trying to get like a better... Yeah, we know. Right, so again... See, I don't know at this point if we're supposed to be trying to like find more rooms, or if we're supposed to just try and go north.
Bit of both.
Yeah,
Bit of column A, bit of column B.
probably.
We
Oh,
need to
that's...
find. We'll need to try and find things along the way.
Yeah, yeah. Right, we know the parlor game.
Mhm.
So that will always give us items.
Mhm.
The closet contains the 2 items. Whether they contain the same 2 is... So as a thing. The lavatory is just a
We could
wasted
try-
room.
Yeah, we could try the closet and see if it's keys again.
Sure.
Just to see.
Just to
so
see if
then we
it's the
can
same
maybe-
thing, and that gives us a permanent thing to consider.
Yeah, if we need a key, we need to get a closet.
Okay. The answer is
No.
no.
Let's die.
A single ivory die. While drafting, you may use the die to Right, so if you don't have the drawing room,
You need the ivory die.
you can get an yeah. Okay, well, alright. Still do this whole
Was
same
it's
thing.
just 2 items, not 1.
No, there was just the one.
Didn't it say 2 items?
Oh yeah, I suppose it did, but where's the second? Oh, shoes. Pair of running shoes. Occasionally save footprints when travelling longer distances across the estate and grounds. Alright. Cool.
Sorry, it's just it's.
Yeah,
No,
no,
you said
that's fair.
two
I nearly left. Oh. It's hallway out or den again, isn't it, really?
Try and cross up between those 2
Well, we'll go for the one that gives us
stuff.
the materials as well.
Because we know what it then does, so.
Also just got to keep an eye out though to see if there is a puzzle in the room, because never know.
Yeah. That's a very clock themed room.
Yes.
So I'm
Lo-
gonna say time is a. Clock
Time
or
is a-
time is gonna be the puzzle.
Yeah. Corridor again. Starting to get the feeling this is what we need to be doing. Any note here? Oh. Wonder if that's giving us a clue for what the observatory's given us today.
Maybe.
West Wing Hall.
Hmm.
Cause
Yeah, we want to expand out.
yeah.
No, that can be a dead end if you want it.
Hello. Staff notice, June 15th, 1983. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Espin, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any may draft...
Right.
Right, but we're not staff.
That can be a dead end door.
Hello. Oh, hello. I think we need to be looking at the paintings more often.
Hmm.
Well, look at that.
That's the east. East, the antechamber's at the top.
Yeah, we know the antechamber, but you see the bottom left room, it's just got an E.
That's the room we're in.
Yeah, that's the room we're currently in now, but I'm assuming at some point we're going to need to draft the plans so that a room that has a room related to the letter E is in that spot.
Yeah, that might be perfect.
So we're not going to be doing that this run, but that's something to consider. I've taken a photo.
Okay.
Given the rooms, we've got no money. Pantry is just the pantry, but we already know that room.
Mhm.
It's not parlour, is it, Ryan? It's pantry. I've wrote parlour for that. We know the pantry room.
We have to know what the
So
power room is.
we know what the parlour room is. Parlour is the two lies, or is the lying and truth puzzle.
Mhm.
And truth boxes. I'm just going to start writing them down because they're going to be the same every... Like, the puzzles inside are not going to be the same every run, but what each room's feature is. Right, so what have we got this time? Sure. Let's take our key. Whoops. Let's not accidentally turn the stream off, right? Right. This box is the middle box. Well, you're a liar.
False.
The gems are in the middle box.
Could be a tree.
This box is the middle box. So that lies.
False.
That lies.
So it's the white box. Again.
Here we go. Let's take our gems. And go north. Airplane. Okay.
We know what the observatory does, and spare room.
Plus 1 star for each
What is
time
it?
you've drafted observatory. That makes me
Well-
feel that you get more than one observatory.
Hmm.
And then the other thing that we got is the spare room.
Yeah, spare room would give us a corridor going upwards.
Yeah, the chapel. Well, we've got no gold. One can assume you can't go into debt.
Yeah.
Oh, fancy that. You can't go into debt.
Yeah, you're flat broke.
Then that just made a much better option to draft.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
When I draft.
In fact, this wasn't supposed to be how it's done, but we've come out of here with more money. So the question at this point is, do we go up into a rank 4 room, or do we stick on the rank 3s at this point? I mean, I guess the aim is to try and aim for the antechamber, right? Surely.
Yeah, basically.
So, you know what? Rank 4. Let's go. Off.
Pantry.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's a thing as well. We've not left this room.
Mhm. We could drop the other door.
Yeah. Courtyard.
Courtyard's good. Sounds good. Because
Mm.
we could go around the pantry and we don't need to come back into the travel.
Yeah.
We can bypass. We can bypass the chapel.
Let's go for it.
Sorry.
Now, of course, we do not want to goozle ourselves here. We need a sort of corridor.
Yep.
Hallway. Hallway will do it.
We don't need to go into the chapel. We can bypass the chapel.
Yes, I know. I know. You trust me. I know we're not going to go into the... Ah, we've got an apple. An orange.
An orange. Take that note says the same thing.
Yep. We'll take our money. Egg timer. Right, so we're at 43 again, so... But that also then means we can only go one way in this
And
particular way.
you didn't get the bananas as well.
Nah,
Because you got the bananas last time.
yeah, but we got that from a different room.
Hmm.
It wasn't from the parlor. It was in the den. No, the bunk room.
Hmm.
Right. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. That's a lie. They're more likely to be locked in the east wing. Right. Oof. Spare room? Welcome to House Flipper 3, everyone. We've got our situation. Right, okay. Ah, they're all dead ends.
Son of a bitch.
Oh no, they're not.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. All things back down to 3.
Yeah. Oh, what can you do? Oh, the observatory is already...
Oh, brave.
Ah, sweet. Right, that's permanent. We're on 2 stars. Now. And we have found the twins. A pair of chests has been added to the entrance hall.
So that'll be good to know before the end of the day.
Uh-huh. So, I mean, we can try and see if we can get back down to the den, which will get us back to the entrance hall.
Yeah, you can do.
If not, we just take the long way round. We
Yeah,
will
sure,
have to
yeah.
go through the chapel at that point, but...
Mhm.
Probably quickly double check and that there isn't any just random things around. No. Okay. Right. So the Nook will send us into the dead end, but we get a key.
Mhm.
Commissary will send us
Well, we haven't
further
seen the
round.
commissary yet.
Yeah, let's
We
go for
haven't
the
experienced the commissary yet.
Hey. Can we play? Alright, 0 out of 10. Can't play the arcade game in the game. Bin. Annual Maid's Day sale. 2 days only. All items up to 50% off. All staff welcome. Day 20 and 21.
Oh.
So, commissary.
It's cheaper on the 20
Sale
and
day
22.
20 and 21. Sale day 20, 21. Staff notice. Ah, that's the same board.
Mhm. Except for the width.
That's the same board thing.
No, I meant
This
the
note
clock.
is different.
Yeah, and it says with, without.
With clock.
Clock without the padlock.
With clock without padlock. Okay. And the commissary will not be closed from day 12 to day 16.
So that probably will be.
When will it be closed? No, D. I've already reversed the lie.
Okay. Commissary will be open for 4 days.
Yeah, so it'll be open for 4 days. Do we have any here? Salt shaker, compass, a shovel, and a sledgehammer. Well, what does the compass do? Do we see what the compasses do? Damn it! Navigational compass. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. Well, I've just spent my money there. So with clock, without...
Padlock.
With clock, without lock. Might not even be padlock, just...
With clock without lock.
That's a word puzzle.
Huh. Oh yeah, that is a word puzzle.
So with a C, you make clock. Without C, you make lock. So somewhere is probably a word puzzle of which... Hello.
Cigarette machine.
Yeah. Right. So these rooms are going to start drafting more to the north now. Though we can still take a kitchen. Oh no, we can't. Oh, we can't take a kitchen. Right, based on these rooms then, we're going to need to take the guest bedroom. To get our footsteps back. There is nothing in the room that is giving us extra stuff. And now we're going to have to head back to the entrance hall. Oh well, right. Back we go. Hey, but guess what? We're broke.
Chopper won't take our money.
Ah. Correct.
And we will have an item in the entry. In the pantry.
Wait, why would we have an item in the pantry?
The entrance hall.
No, we got the chests in the entrance hall, and I'm thinking those chests allow you to store items for other runs. Is what I'm guessing. It's not to say that we're getting items. Mother... Well, we need keys. Oh, how about we go get this,
Storeroom.
storeroom or
Or not.
den? Though... You know what? Let's do it. Let's get a storeroom.
Giant safety pen.
Holy, yeah, it is. Okay. Well, there's our key. There's our valuables.
That's Aki.
Right, let's take a choice, guys. What are we opening? The left box or the right box?
Right. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Righty tighty.
Any opposers? Alright then. And in the trunk, we have... That's a security key card.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Which means we need to try and find security again, but I don't think we're going to find security with the rooms that we've got.
No.
Boo! Okay. Each day, a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached.
Oh.
We're going to have to do that room because that's the only room that allows us to check other rooms. So, this dining room otherwise is useless until we've reached rank 8. That again suggests we need to just be going as north as possible each run.
Mm.
To then unlock the upgrade for this room. And a meal will probably give us, well, more footsteps, right?
I'll give you footsteps per day.
Ah, security. Well, fine. We can't unlock the door because it's...
A dead end.
Yeah. Alright, but we're learning stuff through these runs.
Mm-hmm.
That's still the same. So we know stuff is still the same at that point. And in here... Well, bunk room. Okay, so we've got... Sure. Okay, so, yeah, we've goozled this again. But now we've got an idea that we should be trying to get... We will at least have a... The thing with the dining room. We at least have an objective. And we're also getting a permanent upgrade in terms of the observatory.
Mm.
Every time we draft the observatory, we get more stars, which means the chance of what we get from observing increases. The dining room, once we get to rank 8, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So once we get before to the antechamber side of things, we get there. That's because the antechamber is on rank 9.
Hmm.
So, anyway, call it a day. See, what I'm hoping on some points is that we start getting the ability to store items. So we turned Mount Holly into a charming cottage. Not what we were looking for, but let's continue. Right, so, yeah, did we do it? Did we do it? Did we just try and do a run to just bolt it north? Regardless of what happens, just absolutely just throw everything into trying to go north. The game had other ideas.
Well, we know the billiard room. Bit about the billiard room's puzzle.
Yeah, well, let's go. It's a new room to explore. Well, there's some balls.
Balls of steel.
Balls of steel. Oh. Hello, sir. Can I take your order?
Nope.
Alright. Okay. Right. So let's think about this then. So the puzzle involves a dart.
Well, you got 3 green darts and 1 red dart.
Right. No, I can't pick them up. What I can do, so something plus, minus, times, divide. That's the same.
Why is the...
I
Double
think
4.
that needs to be our target. Which would just be a 4.
Oh, it would be... Yeah, oh yeah, it would be a 4.
So if you did something like 20 plus something times something divided by something equals 4. So wouldn't be the... I was about to say, what sort of works back? It's like if you went to something like 20 plus 10, like that equals 30,
Mhm.
times 2 is 60. And then if you like said if you divided it by 4, that's 15. Oh, it changes every time.
Hmm.
So if you fail it resets.
That says
So that's
What
9
difference
and
between nine?
6. So if it says 9 and 6, you'd believe the answer would be 15 then.
Hmm.
I should also assume you can't just use the same number each time.
Well, try 9 and 6 and try 15.
Why? No, why would we do that? Hold on. Yeah, but it's 4 things. Are we
What
supposed to
4
be
things?
mathematically trying to get the number 15?
Okay.
It's like, once we're done with everything, this is supposed to just make the number 15. But if you started with 1 plus 16... No, well, hold on. Well, I'll try and get it to it so we can do something like divided by 2 to get to 30. Or something like that. Whatever we can do to just get to... So let's try it again. Let's try it again. So, well, I mean 9 plus 6 would equal 15 anyway.
Hmm.
But then you'd have to then times that number to get to a point that you then hit 15. So 9 plus 6 would equal 15. Hold on. 9 plus 6 would equal 15. Times... We can't use the same thing twice. I might even be just looking at this wrong, but...
Plus, minus, times.
Oh. Why has that now become 4? Hold on, this might even... Maths might not even be the thing. So I start with 4, and then that changes to 2 lights. Maybe the maths is not even the part of the puzzle. Hold on. 4 plus 9 plus 6. 4 plus 15, 19? No, okay.
4 plus 6 is 10.
Yeah, I didn't go 4 plus 6. I said 4 plus 9 plus 6. Because the 2 are lit up. Unless it's 9 plus 6. Which is... Ah, yes. Okay. So you just start at 4. That was just a thing. And then it went 9 plus 6. This is most likely going to be...
Minus.
16 minus double 7. No, triple 7. Oh, maybe we start there. 21. That's triple 7, yeah? Or unless it's just 16 minus 7. Which would be 9. Yeah.
It doesn't matter about
It's
this. Thing doubles
in a
or
num... well, it does matter. Because you can't have 7 minus 16. But 17 times 3... Or unless that is still 17 minus 3. Yeah, triples are minuses. 17 minus
Mm.
3, 14. Yeah, so blues are addition. Triples
Triple the
are
yellow and minus.
minuses, which means now at this point pink is either division or multiplication.
Mm.
So
say 2 times 8. Oh,
so 2 times 8
or
would
8 divided by
be
2.
16.
Yeah.
It's either going to
that'd
be
be
16
4.
or 4. Okay, pink is multiply.
Okay.
So 17
17.
times 2 is 34. Because you've got to try and go brackets order. It's like Bidmas. So yeah, 17 times 2 would be 34 minus 15. $19. 24 minus 5. 19. Nope. I've done my ordering wrong. Right, so we know that. It's just 4. We know 9 plus 16 is 15. We know 16 minus 7 is 9. We know 17 minus 3 is 14. 8 times 2. Oh, subtraction's at the end. 8 times 2 is 16. So we're supposed to go... Oh, no, subtraction is at the end. Bidmas, brackets, indices. Then division. Then multiplication, then addition.
But the board on the side is plus at the top, then minus, then times, then divide.
Right. So at that point you're saying it would be 17 minus 15.
Times
Then
4.
4. You are correct. Follow the order of the fucking board.
I don't know what you said, bismuth or whatever it was.
Well, yeah, that's the normal way of doing any math-based things. It's BODMAS or BIDMAS. Brackets, order, multiplication.
But yeah, it was
Addition,
the fact that
division.
the plus, minus, times, divide.
So this room will always provide us, once we solve that puzzle, with a key to the secret garden.
And you now know the order of the puzzle. Unless it changes day by day.
No, we know the rules of the puzzle though, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Take the bedroom. Hat. Got a bird.
Pointing finger.
Greetings from Reddington. Cool. Nice postcard. Okay. Hello.
Lady. Lady with a moon pendant.
Yeah, we've got a bathroom. That's got
How's that?
a hinge on it.
I wonder if that kind of...
Nice mazy puzzle there. Right, let's continue with our plan of heading north. We still can,
Okay.
but we do it via going through the parlour.
Okay.
Rank 3 parlour. Here we go. Right. That's a lie.
Mhm.
That's a lie. Done it again. Just nearly clicked onto my OBS. Yeah, so black box. It's not. It's blue. Black box. It's not. It's white.
Hey, for a change, it's the
Yeah.
white box was the on the middle right.
Oh, you mother. God, we locked ourselves out of this bit already. Fine. Ah, it is no longer as a fishing line. Alright then, well, back the way we go. Gonna leave. You know what, let's go right and try and see if we can go round it. There it is. Code check. Check one item and then retrieve it on another day.
Okay.
But that means you can't use it on that day. That's if you've wiped your run and you need to restart, sort of thing.
Hmm.
So, let's go corridor. And hope to not get pantry. It still allows us to go north.
Yep.
Apple. 2. So, bananas provide 3, apples provide 2, oranges provide 5. Right, so we need north all the way here now.
Mm.
Currently we can do. Is that door locked? Oh, it is. We're going the east wing, aren't we?
Yep.
Oh, that's fine. We're still good. Alright, spare room. Here we go. Oh, by the way,
Shovel.
looks like it could be used for digging.
Yeah, there's a patch on the other side. Disturbed earth.
A rather dirty coin. Right, so if we enter our outdoor rooms, we can dig. Does that cost footprint? Nope. Okay, so yeah. So if we end up in outdoor rooms with a shovel, we can dig. We can dig a hole.
Yeah, I'm remembering a particular episode of Doctor Who at the moment
Sure.
with Peter Capaldi.
Yeah, there's
When
many.
he's in the dial.
Uh,
When he's in the conversion dial.
well, if we want to keep going north, we can only take the observatory.
Mm-hmm.
But if we get a greenhouse on one point, we're more likely to draw green rooms.
Yeah.
Which green rooms look like they always have some sort of benefit, I suppose. As opposed to the red rooms.
What
Which-
apparently rooms.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. Alright. Well, we've got 3 stars now. We've made the slice. 3 more footprints. Give. Oh, okay. Well, we can only go this way. I don't know why. Ampersand? Hello.
Chess piece.
Yeah. Well, hallway. Oh, hold on. You cannot see floor plans while drafting in this room. That's Whereas I could go up to the hallway and just try and go north another way. Yeah, red rooms are penalty rooms, right? Come on.
Yeah, there is a way around the dark room when you switched off the lights in the security.
Yeah.
Speaking of security, that will
Directly
yeah,
ahead of
very
us is the keypad room, though, right? If
Yeah,
we're
we
drafting
have
it
to
as
do
it
that.
is, would be the keypad room, so that would goozle us.
Yep.
The chapel, though, we'll lose a gold, but we can still go north.
Hmm.
What? There really wasn't much of a choice there, my friend.
Yeah, there really wasn't.
It was a false choice. There's going to be something involving these chess pieces at some point and all. Oh, the door is locked. Oh my god, you game. Ah, we can at least still go right and go north.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know, the key card room's not always in the same place.
Yeah, alright, fair enough. Okay, so we've got 2 ways that we can go now then. We've got 1 way we can go. Can you just do that? Oh, no. Fair enough. Well, actually, we need to start going west anyway, I suppose. Yes.
Because
Yep.
then we can go south if need to.
Yeah, if we've goozled and we just need to try and find new rooms and stuff, then yeah. Right, let's pick up another gem because we need that. Oh, look, a little pawn. See, there's tons of.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, I still feel like these first runs are just sort of exploration runs. So this is now rank 5. Oh, you bastard. Well, no. For now. Huh. Okay, that may not be as thingy as we think it is. You know what? I don't know if it just get banned. And then deny. There we go. But now that's different. With
With the coast minus dog tags for 10. Without dog tags for 10.
no, maybe these are actually room with, room without.
Mm.
Motherfucker. Well, we're going to have to try and find a different way around then. Magnifying glass, sledgehammer, sleep. You might just start buying items so we can learn what they do. Inspect documents of the estate more closely. Okay. Ah!
Have you managed to open that safe yet?
Nope, we've never got back to that room.
You suck.
Random number generators. So can I like... There we go.
And
The terminal...
Saw,
What?
I saw Swan.
You did, and it's Swan Song.
Swan song.
Right, but now we know that. Going forward.
Mhm.
Equals Swan Song. Okay. Okie dokie do. Right, so let's take ourselves back to security then. Actually, was it even this we were supposed to use? Yes, terminal. Here we go. Log into network. Password accepted. Here we go.
Dial up.
God, 56k modems, man.
Nah.
Here we go. Right, staff services. I see. Right. Okay. So it is possible to connect to other active terminals on the estate using remote terminal access. Okay. So if we find the office, the lab, and the shelter, we can then connect, provided we found security.
Mm.
Or security is another one that we can email. Or, sorry, electronic mail. Can only be done in the office. Data transfers from Synca are not currently available. Okay. Synca, the people who do the, I think it's glossaries of terms. Ah. So we can look at stuff here. Yeah. Trunk. Small wooden chest, always locked, and usually containing a few items of interest. West wing, of course. The 9 rooms that border the very left edge of the house. Okay, and then permanent. Most things on the estate, however, a few things are permanent and are usually marked as such. Permanent changes do not reset each day. Oh, so we'll know if some... Okay, so we haven't actually done anything permanently yet.
Mhm.
That depresses me. Right, staff services. As of November 4th, all work. Yep, we know that. Staff announcements. I don't think... Saturday, November 7th. I don't think anyone else has access to this network this month except you, Simon. So if you're reading this, just know we are rooting for... we are all rooting for your friends in faithful service. That's the staff. Okay. Thanks. Request schedule change. Okay. So we can't do anything else with the terminal at the moment. Special orders? Okay. So I can use the terminal to order stuff for the commissary if I have the money for it, but it takes 1 to 3 days. Brass.
Order a specific item. Yeah.
Would you like to take the commissary to order the sledgehammer? We might as well. We've not learnt what each, like a lot of these items do yet, so...
Okay.
There we go. Right. So we know what that all does. With that in mind, we can only really go to the den, or south of the den.
Yeah, but we can possibly get around that left.
Yeah,
left wall,
possibly. Possibly.
maybe.
Not if we get the freaking nook.
Dead end.
My God! All right. Right. Well, in that case, let's get the closet. Oh no! Method in the madness.
Want the key?
Take the key, and that then unlocks to the right of security now.
There's also at the very bottom of your map.
Yeah.
The entrance hall has a left entrance.
Oh yeah. I know. That was like
Yeah.
that's like a when all else fails plan at the moment. But the locked door at security, I'm sorry, Trunk. I'd like to unlock you, but
We don't want to waste the key.
nope. When we can use a key.
Bastard.
You fucking closet.
So that ain't real.
Lucky rabbit's foot, greater chance of finding items. Okay, well, you know what? Now that we
Isn't there a door in the commissary there?
no, it was a key card. It required a key card.
Ah.
So you know what I'm gonna do here? I'm gonna unlock that trunk, and then we're going down to the entrance hall. Many gems. Just realised I've not got
So if we
sneakers.
get-
What?
Yeah, if we get the key card, we can go through commons area. If we...
Yeah. Oh, that's me 1 gold. Then we want south twice. No, we can't go south. What are we doing, right? We've got to take the long way round, haven't we?
Mhm.
For observatory, courtyard, spare room. Yeah. Well, round we go. I guess at least we're getting a permanent upgrade for the observatory.
Yep.
We found that every run so far. Right, back to the entrance hall. You freaking game. If you give me a dead end now.
Dining room.
It's gonna have to try and go for it.
Mhm.
That breaker box in itself is a puzzle, but we've only got 20. Oh, a spare set of
Oh,
car
good.
keys.
Interesting. So there's a car
But-
somewhere in the...
There'll be a car out in the estate,
Mm.
but I'm sure we need to go down the private path first in order to do it, and we
Mhm.
don't have access to that yet. So there'll be many, many learnings.
Oh, basically to a dead end.
Yeah. Still never did solve that boudoir, but nursery is a new room, so. It counts as a bedroom, so we get 5. You're in the wrong game.
Mario.
Yeah. I mean, you've now got a smiley face. Sure.
Mother
Okay.
Goose.
Ugh. Key.
Ah,
Okay. Little
King
Prince
with the
Man.
crown.
The Red Prince by Marion Marigold.
Hmm.
There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone.
Okay.
The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true colour, the prince often said. We've learned that red means
Okay.
lies, though.
Yep.
He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we've said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince, from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, that book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book. The red book we just read.
That's nice.
No, okay. It's a bit meta though, isn't it?
A little bit.
To write a book about the book.
Yeah.
I was supposed to feel I was supposed to be able to try and take it, but that'd be a no. Right, so the only other room we can access now is through the dining room. And then to be honest, if we can't go anywhere, I might as well go outside and try and see if we got access to the car. But we can still go forward with the kitchen. And this said food for
Nice.
sale.
See on the fridge.
Oh, hello.
Down to
Club sandwich,
some.
tomato soup.
Right.
5 for every red room in your house. And the main course is only served in the dining room.
Mhm.
And you'd get 20 footsteps, plus an additional 10 if you have a boiler room in your house. Okay,
Interesting.
very specific. Right. West Wing Hall.
Mhm.
It's the only way we can try and go north. At this particular point, we'd have to go past commissary, so we'd have to get past rank 6 without.
Yeah, we need to. Without getting like a left or a right.
Adds locker room, sauna, and pump room to today's draft pool.
Cool.
Welcome, we're playing pool. Crow. Okay. Well, might as well see if we can find a dead end room to. Pump room. Control
Well, the
water
utility
flow
room.
throughout the estate.
Oh, I've never seen this one before, so it'll be something.
Yes. So there's our.
Kitchen's got none.
Okay, and how do you? Ah, wait. So we'd have to remove. Can I do that again? Oh wait, hold on. Do you have to choose 2 rooms? Ah. So I've taken that from the fountain. And then if I... Oops. Or do I... Hold on. See, I'm filling the kitchen up now. Ah. Right, let's try and reduce the amount in the pool. No? What if I want to adjust? Are each of these pumps for each room? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's yes, they are. Where have I? Oh shoot! I filled the pool. Yeah. So I choose my thing. So 6 uses to pump 4, which can go to tank 1, which can fill 4 units.
So it's a map, like, puzzle, war puzzle.
Mm-hmm. Right, but then... So which one? This was pump 4, wasn't it? So I then need to pump that out somewhere else. Right. Okay, okay. Which then goes towards
3.
number 3, which is the aquarium. And then if I want to pump out aquarium, also goes this way, which also pumps out into 1. So I pump that into the fountain. Which is not great, because... Do. Yeah, so I want that to leave. Up, round, into here. It goes into here, and then goes into aquarium. Hold on. Aha! See, and as I'm doing this, it drains the pool to a point. But then again, I'm not seeing any items in there, so that suggests to me that I'm sort of wasting my time.
There will be a room, but we'll need emptying.
Yeah, but the pool is not it.
Not necessarily.
Pool rules. The draft pool is your deck of potential floor plans. Oh, drafting pool rules. Each time you blah blah blah, drawings there. Some rooms are more rare than others. Floor plans added to the draft pool are removed at the end of the day unless otherwise stated. No running. Well, fine then. God damn it, I'm going to need to take the dark room. And then... Wow, game. We've hit the horror portion. Ah. Right, left or middle.
Mid?
Okay. That's a boudoir.
Damn it. Oh, so you found the safe again.
We have. It's got to be this. Like Terry said, it's probably something to do with lights.
Yeah, but have a look you've got the magnifying glass now, so you can look at it more closely.
Oh, of course. It's... I mean, it would have been really nice if it did just give us the code here, but... Ah. Okay. Alright, well, it's still something to learn. Right, we've got 16 footsteps. I'm wondering how close to the private drive we can get. Oh, the estate is the whole freaking thing as well. So this is still the estate. Well, we've only got 10 footprints left now. Still can't go in there. What's down this path? Okay. pipe.
Mhm.
Wonder if this accessed the reservoir.
Maybe.
Oh, hello. Well, how dank and dirty are you? What I'm hoping is that these, like, are the permanent upgrades that you need to sort of move forward a bit more. We've got puzzles, though. See if we can use these car keys. Probably not, but, you know. Also just checking that isn't a random the hell are you? Sure, some sort of bunker. Hadn't seen you last time. So we still need to try and sort this out. And, you know, I'm surprised our dude should be able to jump. But he won't. Okay. So we've learnt more information, but still not got a permanent. It's fine. It's fine. So we'll call it again. And at this point, if it's nearly hitting 8:30, that's the end of that. We got so close in terms of ranks, but we did not get there. We've learned a load of clues, but we've barely solved anything. However, it's not meant to be done in a day. It'd be too easy if it was. So, yeah. So that's Blueprints. I don't know if I'm going to be playing it all on stream. It was just something a little bit different.
Just something you thought you'd try.
Yeah. And maybe we'll just play it with everyone else at some other point. And my brain may explode from there. But it'll be play session day tomorrow. So, let's do some group gaming. And with that then, we are going to say night-night.
Night-night.
Goodbye. This will be a tale for another day.